Keisha Jones. I'm coming to you to share a little bit about my book that I've been working on. As some of you may know, it's called Anonymous as a Hippopotamus Tales of Ida. But before I share a little bit more about the book and what I've been working on as far as sketches go, let me tell you a little about myself and what inspired me to do this book. I attended Savannah College of Art and Design. My major was in illustration, minoring in creative writing. I wanted to tell stories with both my pictures and my words. Those who know me know I'm always talking and I have like a lot of stories that just jumble together. So it's only fitting that I put it down on paper. I usually work with watercolors and pen and ink. I feel like I can really express myself in those things. I'm inspired by a lot of different artists, but one of my favorite artists to study is Kadir Nelson. As you can see, I have one of his books. Please, Puppy, Please. It's really a fun book for kids, and oops. As you can see, I'm in my studio space, and I like to have like a few things that just kind of keep me inspired as I'm going, because sometimes I can get sidetracked and I can kind of forget what I'm doing. But I do want to share a few things with you about the book. Again, it's called Anonymous as a Hippopotamus Tales of Ida. The story is about a young boy who is trying to find his identity. He's trying to find out what he's good at. He has no clue. He comes from a big family. He has 7 siblings, and he's the baby. So, as you can imagine, with 7 siblings, it's really hard to find your identity and make yourself stand apart. So, through the story, there's a spirit that tells him, basically sends him on a quest. It's a spirit of God. Most of my artwork is really spiritual. But with this story, I wanted it to be spiritual as well, but have a little mythical feel and magical feel. But as I was saying, the book, the spirit sends him on a journey to not only find out what his talent is, but to share with other people without seeking credit. So as you can imagine, that would be frustrating for someone who's trying to find their identity and make people know like who they are, and now they have to go do something and not get credit for it, so nobody's gonna know who they are. So it's very challenging for my main character, Ida. He's about 12 years old. So he's like really clumsy, and he's tall, and he's lanky, and he goes through a lot of trial and error activities, and it's funny to watch him fail, but also you feel like a sad spot for him, because you just want to keep rooting for him and for him not to give up. But the spirit, doesn't let him do this journey alone. He sends a few characters, very interesting characters, that either talk to him directly or just kind of like in the background watching over him and just sending little reminders to Ida to keep him focused and keep him focused. So I wanted to share a few things with you guys, what I've been working on as far as sketches. Maybe introduce you to what my character Ida looks like. My age group that I'm targeting it for is about ages 9 and up. So it's a pretty wide range. But this is what Ida will look like. These are just a few character sketches playing with what I wanted him to look like in different viewpoints, whether it was frontal or side or quarter view, or so this will be Ida. Oh, look, he's sleeping. He looks so cute. But yeah, so he has a very unique sense of style that he gets from his grandpa Reuben. And Grandpa Reuben is really a big influence of why Ida is the way that he is and why he thinks the way he thinks. So, I will show you guys what I have decided to do for the cover art. I'm so excited. There will be cover art. This was what a few of you will be lucky enough to get since you've donated. one of the prizes is the cover art in color. So I will show you what the initial thumbnail sketch, which is just a small sketch, which is about the size of your thumb, and you're just jotting down the basic idea. So this is the initial thumbnail that I did, and I'll show you guys like how I worked up to that to do the final artwork. So here's what I came up with when I decided to enlarge the thumbnail. These are the Watchers, which is an older couple, and a little bird and a hippo. They're very important throughout the story, but I'm not going to tell you too much about the book. As far as like their role, you guys gotta read the book. You gotta read the book. You gotta read the book. If you want to know more, ask me, message me for more excerpts of the book, and maybe I will, send out some more information about that. But the next sketch I did was reworking the comp that I had already done. There were a few things that I didn't like about it or just weren't like working for me as far as like aesthetically. So I did another sketch. This one I loved so much. It fits perfectly. I also played with the font a little bit with calligraphy. And there's a little bird. It's cute. But now I'm working on doing a value study on a larger scale. So I created another image of the same image, but this one is now more work in progress. So you guys can see like what I'm doing. I did the outer layer, and I will just talk to you guys a little bit while I'm working. But I wanted you guys to see me actually working than just talking about the book. I always think it's pretty cool to YouTube other artists and watch what they're doing. So let me make sure you guys can see a little bit what I'm working on. I'm just working on fine-tuning details, adding facial expressions to the couple, and then later on I will add value to it and probably put in like a limited palette of color, which means I will only use certain colors, so it won't be like the whole rainbow. So I will tell you guys, one of the company that I've chosen to work with is Simon & Schuster. I have chosen to work with that company to self-publish because a lot of the books that I read are represented by this company. So it's a very established publishing house. And so since I've seen and read a lot of the books that they stand behind, I was like, oh, this would be a really good fit for me based on the work that they represent. So that's kind of why I chose that publishing house to work from. And then I found out that they have an additional, I guess, like side market, so you can still work with the company, but you can also self-publish, which is an Archway. I have listed the link for those websites on my page as well, so you guys check that out, find out more information, and if you have any additional questions, I will do my best to answer them. And let's see, what else can I tell you guys about my book? I'm so excited. This is my first book, and I just really wanted it to be like really top-notch quality. Every artist doesn't want to put out like crappy work. You want to put out the best quality. You want to take your time and really show people like what you can do. You never want to purchase something that's not your best, because then you'll just be disappointed in the end, even if no one else notices that it's not your best. My goals for the book overall are I really want to get it printed. Like the hard copy. I need something like this. I'm so excited. Everyone that I've talked to who has written or been a part of illustrating the book, they said there's nothing like seeing your own work printed, like the final copy. You just get to touch it, you get to smell it, you get to just enjoy it. It's like a little gift to yourself. So my goal for that is to get it printed, be able to give out the books to those of you who have sponsored me, autographed copy of course, but I really want to see my books like in Barnes and Noble or even in libraries, because I remember as a kid I would always go to the library. That was like my favorite place. And just even do a book launch and have people come out and for me to do a book signing and have printed editions, limited printed editions of the artwork. There'll probably be about 8 to 10 illustrations in the book, not including the cover art. That's another thing within itself. But I'll just rest a little bit so you guys can watch and I don't overwhelm you with all of my information. As you can see, the Mr. Watcher over here, he's coming more to life. I really had fun researching expressions for him and like what I wanted him to look like. Well, people are really funny. I can only imagine what I'm gonna be like when I'm older. Hopefully as fun as these characters I created. Also, something else about the book, it's told from Ida as an adult. He has his own grandchildren. There's 6 grandchildren. And he is babysitting them for the week while their parents are out of town. So it's really interesting to see the interaction between adult grandfather Ida with himself telling his story as a boy. And you'll see like why that's important and why he's even telling this story. And I'm also thinking about this will just be even part of a series. That's another one of my goals, is I want this to be the Tales of Ida. So this is just the first one. So if you guys want to give me some ideas for, things that you would like to see as far as the second book, after you've read this one, of course, then let me know. Shoot me ideas. I'm very open. And if I use your idea, you'll be credited in there. So that's just great. You're getting a lot of good quality work and then even being credited for your ideas. So I'm so excited. I just want to give you guys a whole bunch of information. I just want to tell you the book, but I have to let you guys read it. What fun would it be if I just told you the whole story? No one likes spoilers. And it would also be great if this was turned into like a mini movie series. That would be cool too. But that's later on down the line. First, the book needs to come out, but it would be cool if someone bought the rights from me to make a movie from it. But as far as what you're donating, your funds are helping me do all the printing cost of publishing. There is a lot of work that goes into it. There are editors, there are people who critique my work, and then I have to go back and make changes. There's a whole bunch of other things that I have listed on my GoFundMe page as well. If you have any other questions, let me know and I will try my best to answer. As well, there's additional information about what the funds would go towards on the link that I provided of Simon & Schuster. So those funds will help me print the book, as well as shipping and additional funds that I have saved will help me promote the book. Once the book comes out, I can do an event, a book launch, and people can come out and celebrate with me of the finished copy of the book. And buy artwork, buy the book. It'll just be a good time. There'll be food, there'll be music, there'll be live reading from the book. And it will just be a nice meet and greet. So that will be my first. I'm always super excited to meet authors and illustrators and just inspire other people like other people have inspired me. So, as you can see, I'm trying to make him look as old as possible, but also look fun. You don't want to look old and crusty, but not fun. No grouchy old people. At least not in this story. So, as you can see, there's some more changes that I have made to him, and he's coming right along. So, I will post another update of my video. Another video update. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And let me know what you think. Please go sponsor today. There are 31 days left. I'm so excited. And just know, I am not sitting back just counting back the days. I am working. This book is 80 to 90 pages long. So I have a lot of work to do. So I will talk to you guys later. I gotta get back to work. Thank you for supporting me.